Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the second broadcast of our StarRacing Summer Cup series. We are here today. We have a really nice field of participants set up in front of us, and we're going to be getting live here in just a couple of minutes. As we get things ready, we're going to be splitting up our teams, our groups of racers in a couple of seconds now. Welcome everybody to the chat. Get to know each other, say hi. Enjoy your time here for just a moment as we get things started. See you very, very shortly. And now we're going to be getting into our group generation, and first, I believe we are going to be doing our generation of our open class. Let me just confirm that I'm about to switch to the right channel. And this looks like it is absolutely right. If we can press the correct button. I have like 15 times as many hotkeys to remember today as I did last time, so I'm going to be taking just a couple of seconds here to figure everything out, and it's not working, so we're just going to do it manually. We're going to switch over there, we're going to switch over here, and there we go. We have our group generation over here. We're going to be doing this live, so in just a couple of seconds, everything is going to be popping up quickly. So here we go. We have our groups split up. We have Group 1 is going to be Luna versus Battle 8111. Cryonok is facing up against them. Zephyr, Kane, Tiberiuxus, and Solo Freighter. They're going to be racing in our first matchup. Then we're going to be moving on to our second group of racers. It's going to be group number 2. We have the Gent. We have Corgi, we have Agent 556, Sredny, and Energy, all going to be facing off in our second set of racers. Then, of course, we're going to be moving on to our third. This is adding on. I don't think that we had 3 races last time. We might have. I can't remember. Anyway, group number 3 today, we're going to be having Hoops, Andre 86, Cat 740, X Prime, and Sanitoder are all going to be facing off at the end here. We're going to give a minute just to allow this to be... I'm going to take a screenshot of it myself so that I can save it, but hopefully one of our event organizers is saving this, because this is an important document right here. And in fact, I'm just going to take a picture of it, because that's better than a screenshot on my computer, because I have not set up a program to take good screenshots. So there we go, we got a picture of it. It is all good, saved in our phone, and it can be sent on to Discord if necessary. So this is a very, very different setup than we had last time. We have far more racers who are going to be facing off, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes in our races today. Potentially there's going to be some upsets. It looks like we have a couple of... Actually, all of these groups looks like they're pretty strong. I know that we've seen some good work from Solar Freighter in our previous tournament. We saw some work. Sredny, there in Group 2, he was the victor of our open class in our previous set of races, and then we have Cats, X Prime, Andre 86, Sanitoder, all names that I recognize. Hoops, haven't seen that name before on the racetrack, but I really look forward to seeing what you have to offer. So we're going to give it a couple of minutes here until I get the okay from one of our other organizers to move on and start dividing up our second set of high-speed racers. Or maybe they'll just tell us to go directly into the races. Who really knows? I certainly don't. As we wait for this notification to get started, thank you very much, Escaflone1982, with your raid with the Party of 3. And welcome to all of our viewers. We have quite a nice turnout today. We've got the Kool-Aid is in chat. We've got Cat, Sredny, Citizen Tiberiux. Thank you all very much for showing up. We're considering figuring out, if I remember to do this, we're considering figuring out a way to set up some betting. So actually, maybe during this period of time, let's not put that over there, because we want people to be able to see what's going on. I don't need to see what's going on. That's okay. I'll use this monitor. Alright, so we're going to be moving on over to the high-speed class just here in a moment. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about this betting thing because I don't understand how it works. Let's switch on over. We have it all set up with our groups. This is going to be split up into 4 groups. We have a whole lot more racers. I didn't actually count how many racers we have for the high-speed class. We're going to be switching over and generating this in just a moment here. And it's like we have our 4 groups. This is 3 groups of 6 racers, 1 group of 5. So this is almost a full field. If we had 1 more racer, we would have a full complement. And unfortunately, we did actually have that many earlier, but a couple of racers had to drop out for whatever purposes. But here, in group number 1, we have Officer Rondog, who's going to be facing off against Agent 556, Rumgood, Jason Tarek, Leo 84, and Battle 811. I think we had Battle 811 in our previous first round as well, but I could be wrong about that. Group number 2, we're going to be seeing Rudnev, Casper, Airsai Ivan, Maticus, Devar, and Zyros. And moving on from that point, we're going to be seeing Group 3, and Group 3 is going to be Z00S, possibly Zeus, Tiberiuxus, Ripper, Sanatoter. Now, Ripper was our previous winner of the last high-speed tournament, so we'll be seeing we'll be looking up for some good racing from Ripper, formerly possibly known as Rudnev, possibly currently known as Rudnev. Again, I'm not really sure. Sanatoter, Andre 86, EZ1, and then in Group 4 we are seeing DG Trucker, The Gent, Tuwalk, Sredny, and Back to Tank Hill. So, looking forward to some very interesting races from these individuals. I'm going to take another photo of that for my own reference later on. There we go. Now I have easy access to both of those sets of racers. That's wonderful. Now I feel confident. We got Corgi in chat. He's going to be racing, and Corgi is going to be... When is Corgi going to be racing? Corgi's going to be racing relatively soon. Group 2 of the open class, and then over here, are you registered for the high speed? Oh, wait, that's not Rudnev. Ripper is not Rudnev. Sorry. Ha, Rudnev, we got in Group 2. Rudnev is the victor. I got confused. I forgot that Rudnev wasn't Ripper. I don't know why that happened. Anyway, we'll figure it out. So... Again, we're going to hang out here for just a moment. How is everybody doing in chat? I hope everyone's having a very, very good day so far. We're going to be seeing some very interesting, very fun races. Ripper is Dark Ape. That's how we had him registered in our previous race. So, Ripper, Dark Ape, we will be seeing a very cool race from that individual. Doesn't wish Corgi more luck than self, however. Yes, fair enough, Sredny. You always want to make sure that you're the one receiving the most amount of luck in this kind of situation. This is one of the reasons why I don't race, because I just, I'm not really all that into, like, having to deal with wishing more luck onto myself than onto other people. I'm just so giving. As we wait for this set of racers to be recorded, finalized, we're going to talk a little bit about what we'll be seeing out of each race. As you may know, in our open class, in fact, I wonder if I can open this file right now. I thought that I had it open, but let's pop over here, pop over here. We're going to go up a little bit. I'm going to click and drag this over here. Oops. Let's go back. Please stay. Yeah, it stayed. That's good. We'll bring this over here and then pop it down here, because that's what we want to do, because we want our organizers to be able to see that thing. Why is that doing its thing like that? There we go. We got our racers here, we got our racers here. There we go. I assume everyone can see all of that. Anyway, if you direct your attention over to the right hand side right here, you'll see that we are going to be seeing the StarRacing Cup. It is July the 28th, 2018. We're going to be seeing 2 sets of races, 2 separate tournaments. Our first tournament is going to be the Open Class. Our first tournament is going to be, I believe, the Open Class. I don't think it says it on there. Anyway, our first tournament is probably going to be the Open Class, where we'll be seeing racers from a variety of different ships. We'll be seeing some any ship that's not classified as one of the fast racers. So we won't be seeing any 350Rs, we won't be seeing any M50s or missed Razors. Those are the 3 ships that you are not permitted to use in that set of races. But you can have access to anything else. Maybe we'll see some Reliant Cores, maybe we'll see some Gladiuses. We'll see some combat ships, probably some Avengers are going to be popping up in there. That's the open class where anybody, oh yeah, thank you, zoom in. I'm familiar with computers, it's fine. Thank you Zygon thank you very much. Getting some information in my ear. Okay. Looks like we're going to be getting into this race, so I'll just very quickly go over what we'll be seeing in this first round, and then we'll talk about the second round later on. So in our open, I think, class, we'll be seeing a bunch of different racers, potentially some combat ships, things that just are not specifically dedicated to racing. And our racers are, of course, competing for the chance to get first place and a $25 Star Citizen gift card. Second place is going to be rewarded with a $10 Star Citizen gift card. So, let's do this thing. Let me figure out what my hotkeys are again. It's going to be that button, and then that button, and we're going to be live. Are we live? We're not live. Let's go and refresh. Ah, there we go. We just had to give it a moment. And let's hop on into the server with everybody else. I'm going to join as a spectator. I'm ready. Now, in this race, we have a few different racers. We're going to be testing out some new technology that we're trying out. And hopefully it works. That is the thing that we're hoping for. And where is the name that I'm looking for? There is the name I'm looking for. Oops. Gosh. Let's press the right buttons, please. Thank you very much. Let's press the correct button. We got that button. We got that button. And we're waiting to see if this thing loads. We're searching for a match, and we're going to get going in just a couple of seconds here. Alright, unfortunately that link seems to not be working. Let's swap over to this one. It might be working? I don't know, let's find out. Halfway through this race, we'll find out. And here we are on Rickard Memorial. We're going to be taking a look at these racers. Yeah, StarRacing TV. Who is everybody's favorite racer to win this one? We, of course, have a matchup between Luna, Battle 811, Cryonoc, Zephyr Kane, Tiberiuxus, and Solo Freighter showing up here. And we're seeing them take off right now. Let's toggle that HUD off. And it looks like we have somebody moving through the course. I don't have access to anybody's names. You want to show the bracket? We will swap over to the bracket in just a moment here. How did we lose access to all of our information on who's racing what? Let me just pop open that screen over there. And this is open. I'm just seeing. Just right here. Anyway, unfortunately, I don't have access to people's names at the moment. Let's bring this back, and looks like we're watching Tiberiuxus here, and then we're going to be seeing them in their very beautiful white Gamma. White Mustang Gamma. I didn't know that there was a White Mustang Gamma. This is a very, very cool ship. Looks great to me. So, we're trying to... There we go. We have a view from behind. Here we have Cryonoc coming through, and it looks like they're going to be making it through to the end of their second lap, I assume. Possibly first lap. I'm not entirely sure. And Luna... Why do we only have access to... There we go, there's Battle 811. Find their age of ship here and through... What are the places? So we got Tiberiuxus in first. We have Cryonoc. These are their first laps. So we have Tiberiuxus, Cryonoc, Luna 687, followed by Solo Freighter, and then Battle 811. Looks like Battle 811 and Solo Freighter swapping positions there a little bit towards the end of their first lap. Let's go take a look at Tiberiuxus, see how they're doing out here. Oh, looks like we're switching to Luna because the computer wants us to switch to Luna. And we do not have a Cats in this match. Did I potentially click the wrong one? Which collection of racers is this? Because this is not the collection of racers that I thought that I had generated. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Soul Fighter. Yeah, okay, that looks good. We're just missing... Oh, Cats isn't in this race. We're good. Tiberiuxus looks like they're going to be coming through. They're hitting that 1 minute and 3 seconds. Quite a nice lap for what we have going on here. Battle 811 coming into 4th, so still looks like they're extending that lead over Solo Freight a little bit more. Oh, unfortunately, there is a crash right there. That's going to cost them some time, and that might have even cost them. Yeah, that drops them back into 5th place. Let's bring it up to Cryonoc. Let's see if we can find them. There they are on their Gladius, a beautiful Aegis ship. Coming on around, it looks like coming towards the end of their 3rd lap, I would assume. It looks like they just passed Tiberiuxus, so we'll see how that turns out. Maybe they got lucky, or maybe they just have that really excellent ability to allow the others to get a little bit of time on them and then come back at the end and snatch back the victory. Looks like we have Cryonoc coming through. And here we go. There is Tiberiuxus followed by Cryonoc. Tiberiuxus just barely managing to push through and get out in front of Cryonoc. Cryonoc, unfortunately, nicking the edge and having to fly. Looks like they may have had some difficulty getting through the end of that race there. We have Luna potentially coming in our 3rd position. They have 117 as their fastest lap, and they're coming up towards the last few rings. That was quite an impressive ending, so I believe that means that both of those are going to be, both Tiberiuxus and Cryonoc are going to be moving through to the next round. I believe that there are the top 2 in these races. We'll double check once we switch over to the brackets at the end of this tournament, which I'm going to queue up right now because I want to make sure that I'm ready with that. And there we go. There's Luna coming through with a time of 4:22.64. So we have Tiberiuxus with 3:32.27 and 3:32.85. That's a very, very close race. We'll be excited to see some more impressive action from those 2 racers in our next race. So, as we start updating the brackets, we will swap over to that. And here we go. We have our brackets open right now. And I'm actually going to switch over to that myself so that I can see the times. So we have... I did not take a screenshot of that. That was a thing that I should have done. So we will wait for this to update. $3:32.27 for Tiberiuxus, $3:32.85 for Cryonoc, and then Luna we have at 4:22.64. Now, unfortunately, the screen that we were trying to switch to there partway through the race didn't actually quite work. So hopefully in our next race we'll figure out how that's going to be changed and made a little bit more effective. Anyway, for our 2nd race, it looks like we're going to be spending just a little bit of time here to invite in the Gent. There looks like there's a little bit of a typo. Can I change that? No, I don't think I can change that. The Gent is going to be moving into this next race with us, along with Corgi, Agent 556, Sredny, and Energy are going to be joining us for race number 2. Yeah, so Citizen Tiberiuxus, that was a incredibly close race. That was a real fun one to watch. And congratulations, absolutely, on that 3:32.27. That was a very nice pass right there at the end. So, waiting on the notification that we have an invitation coming through for this next race. And are we going to be completely leaving the server and then coming back into a brand new one? I honestly am not entirely sure. So, for this next race, we have the brackets up here for everyone to see. What is everyone's expectations for the victors in this race? Throw it into chat. Who do you feel you would like to see? Of course, remember we do have Sredny in this match, the victor of our previous open. Excellent, thank you very much, Easy One. Good to have you here. It's okay if you're a little bit late. That is absolutely all right. And it's nice to have you with us. We have Sredny in this next matchup, and Sredny is, of course, the victor of our previous open class tournament. So we'll be interested to see where they come through, what point in the tournament they end up at. We have the Gent, Sredny, and Agent 556. Not entirely sure what happened to our other competitors in this tournament. Perhaps there were technical difficulties, perhaps there was something else, but we're going to be seeing this race kick off in just a couple of seconds. Here's the start line, and we're seeing this 3, 2, 1. They're going to take off. So, looks like we have a little bit of a slow start, but we have Agent 556 taking the early lead, Sredny, and followed by the Gent. So here comes... Oh, the Gent, unfortunately, looks like they may have had an impact with that building, so Agent 556 with that early start has started to slow down and lose control of this tournament, of this race at least, and here's Sredny in that very nice green Gladius. Who doesn't love the color green? I love the color green, so everyone should. And this is a very, very beautiful ship. It is such a clear, dedicated fighting ship, but it's got the nice aerodynamic look that tells you that this thing can really whip around the track really quickly. Unfortunately, their Sredny is overestimating that corner just a little bit and sliding into the ring, the edge of the ring. That's going to cost him a little bit of time, but it looks like Agent 556 is still a little ways back. Looks like they might be catching up very slightly. Actually, they've received some damage to the wing, as you can see. But they are only a short way behind Sredny, and here's Sredny coming back through the start line. He's going to be at 1 minute, 11 seconds, and 19 milliseconds. After him, by 3 seconds, we have Agent 556 with 1:14.89. We're going to test this thing one more time, because hopefully it's working. We're going to pop that down like that, pop that down like that. Sorry, we just lost audio for a little bit, but there we go. We're going to be, this is the viewpoint of Sredny. We have a first-person view of this racer coming through, and he is currently still in first, and it looks like he's really cutting those corners very, very close. Unfortunately, we got a little bit of a low response time on that one, so we'll swap back over to our race channel. And we'll be viewing the Gent as he comes on through the mid-section of this race, this long, very quick switchback of the rings right there. Agent 556 still trailing behind Sredny, and here we have Sredny come through for the beginning of their third lap. They're at 1 minute 3 seconds, so that's making up a lot of time from that previous lap. It was dropping almost 8 seconds off of this race. Off of this lap, at least, which is really going to help him pick up the pace. It looks like Agent 556, where are you? There you are. I am not sure if they've... let's see, how can we... Our camera is stuck behind Agent 556, but that's okay. I think they are coming up and around through to the midsection of the lap, so this is going to be their third lap as well, I believe. And here's Sredny. This is a great rear view of his ship. I don't know why that's a rear view ship, but there we go. Now we're able to see ahead of these guys. The Gent, unfortunately colliding with that building. That's going to cost him a lot of time. I don't know if he can recover any time on these other competitors that he's got in front of him. 1 minute 20 seconds, and of course there's Sredny coming through to the end. Looks like we missed that. That's okay. With 3 minutes 19 seconds 21 milliseconds. And where is Agent 556? There he is, coming through the end. Agent 556 with 3 minutes 41 seconds and 47 milliseconds. Let's take a look at the Gent here, missing 1.5 wings, coming on through towards the end of the race, looping around. Let's make sure to stay on the Gent. It's nice that the spectating, actually, this name down here actually is accurate to who I'm looking at now. So we have the Gent. Is he going to make it through to the final line here? maybe, possibly. Unfortunately, it looks like maybe not. So, we have, in the final of that race, we have Sredny with 3 minutes, 19 seconds, 21 milliseconds, 3 minutes, 41 seconds, 47 milliseconds, and I can remember to take a screenshot of this time. And we have the Gent, unfortunately did not finish, but was just over the end of that race, so probably around 4 minutes, 21 seconds on that race. Well done to those racers. Congratulations, Sredny, on the victory. So we have Sredny and Agent 556 who are going to be moving on to the next match. And we're going to swap over to our brackets so that we can take a look at that. And I'm starting to get the hang of all of these interesting new hotkeys that I've never used before. There we go. So we have Sredny with 3 minutes, 19 seconds, and 21 milliseconds. Ah, I see. The energy did not start. Unfortunately, they were unable to make it through there. And potentially our other competitor, that is Corgi. Unfortunately, Corgi maybe has swapped to a different race, or perhaps they were also facing some sort of technical difficulties or had to have something else going on that they were unable to compete for. So this is starting to look like an interesting race. So far, Sredny is in the lead of the finals. That is 3 minutes, 19 seconds, 21 milliseconds. That is our fastest time so far. And we will give this just a moment until it's able to be updated. And while we're waiting on that, I'm going to go ahead and open up my screenshots folder so that I can also see, if I can find it, so that I can also see quickly what these times are at in case anyone needs to be updated on them. So we're going to pop open this folder, this folder, and then we have, there we go. So we had, in the final of that race, we had Sredny with 3 minutes, 19 seconds, 21 milliseconds. Agent 556 with 3 minutes, 41 seconds, and 47 milliseconds. And the Gent with, did not finish with the fastest lap of 1 minute, 20 seconds, and 43 milliseconds. So well done to those racers. Congratulations to the two victors. You will be moving on to our finals. And it looks like we're getting into the race, so unfortunately Hoops is not going to be able to pop in here with us. And let's go live. Loading in here. And getting to the point where we can view, what is this screen? There we go, this is the screen that we want to see. So we have a very quick start. Looks like those gammas are flying off the start. And unfortunately, there is someone back here who has not yet taken off. Looks like Katz maybe is hanging back. This is an interesting race. Oh, there we go. There's Katz. Maybe it was just a visual error with us. We have Katz in his glaive, taking third place. Got that very, very cool engine sound from this ship. And moving up to Sanatoder, who is currently in first place. And they are whipping around this central turn. That one is always a rather difficult one to control yourself through. Sorry, I had something in my eye. Not used to having a camera. And here we go. We can see one of those razors. There's Katz in his glaive heading down, and all of those Mustangs doing that final turn, or not final turn, that turn there that goes down deep into the last section of the race. Absolutely, the Vandal Glaive is a very, very cool ship. And let's pop over to here because we're going to be seeing some racers come through. There's Sanatoder coming through with 1 minute, 1 second, and 41 milliseconds. Soon we should have Andre coming on through after that. This will be happening. There is Andre, looks like, coming on through. And here is Andre and Katz in his glaive. And very close behind, we have X Prime. So that is 1 minute, 15 seconds. 1 minute 16 seconds, and 1 minute 17 seconds. So we have very close competition for second, third, and fourth. Sanatoder is quite a ways out in front, though. I wonder if we're going to be able to catch up to him. And that beautiful, beautiful silver Mustang Gamma. Here we go with one of our racers. Looks like here, let's see if we can take a quick glance over at... our friend Cats. Looks like their screen, their point of view is frozen on the load screen. Oh, there we go. There they are. And this is Cats heading on through. Look at that beautiful heads-up display that they get with their glaive. Those two awesome blades sticking out the front. This is a very cool view. I'm very glad that we have this opportunity to see what it is that the racers are seeing. And it actually might even help our fledgling racers in the community to see what is it that these more experienced racers are doing, what lines are they taking. Let's head back over and update ourselves on the placings. We have Sanatoda with 58 seconds, 67 milliseconds, X Prime 1 minute 3, and 1:12 for Cats and 1:15 for Andre. So let's take a look. Looks like we're having some more people coming through for the end of their second lap into the third. Yes, there you go, Kool-Aid, stealing all of the moves. That's what you do. That's how you improve at things. You just steal moves and either pretend that they're your own or give credit. Either is okay. And here is, what was that button? What just happened here? Let's press back. Okay. Alright, this is a very interesting bug. We have a billboard flying around. This is just the rear view, or the background of our Arena Commander start menu, so hopefully we'll be able to see through this pretty quick. Oh, there we go. Oh, where's it going? Where's it going? Alright, we have a beautiful view right now of the right-hand corner of X Prime's ship, and then here's Sanatoda still out in front, and it looks like Sanatoda has finished with 3 minutes 5 seconds, 26 milliseconds, 3 minutes 34 seconds, 79 milliseconds for Cats in that beautiful glaive. So we're going to be seeing the glaive come through one more time. Yeah, CIG, please, please. And X Prime with 3 minutes 49 seconds, sorry, 87 milliseconds, and Andre with 3 minutes 51 seconds, just barely getting in at the very end of that race, and 83 milliseconds. I am very, very happy to have experienced this bug. Aren't you all glad to have been here with us to experience this brand new bug? I don't know if anyone's ever seen this before. Potentially, yeah, CIG does just want us to buy a saber. So I'm going to avoid pressing any buttons in that general region, because I don't know what button I pressed to make that happen, but we'll figure it out. Okay, do you go away? You do go away, perfect. Let's head back out to the menu and update ourselves on our brackets. There we go. So we're looking at our brackets. I did take a screenshot of that one, so let's take a look at that screenshot. As it is updated, we have Sanatoda, who clocked in at 3 minutes 5 seconds, 25 milliseconds. So that Sanatoda is now the racer to beat with a commanding lead over the rest of those. Menu screen equals top racing ship confirmed. Absolutely, of course, back to Tank Bill, of course it is. Then we have Cat 740, who's going to be coming in at 3 minutes 34 seconds and 79 milliseconds. X Prime with third place, unfortunately not moving on to the next round with 3 minutes 49 seconds, 87 milliseconds. And then we have Andre just barely squeaking in at the end of that race, but managing to finish. Congratulations on managing to finish. 3 minutes 51 seconds and 33 milliseconds, 83 milliseconds. Best of luck to all of our racers, and looking forward to seeing all of you in this race in a couple of seconds. There's Cats with the GLHF, very kind of him. And here we go, we are loading into the race right now. So what we're going to be doing is, there's a searching for match, and with that, we are getting back into our race. Let's take a look at the start line. We have a nice big field in front of us, 6 players all. We'll see who jumps out to the front right at the beginning. And the race starts in 1 second, and here we go. We got color, we got races going off, and it looks like Cats is jumping right up to the front. Well, he was there very briefly in that glaive, but first we have Tiberiux's, then Sredny, and Cats following up quickly afterwards. So we have Sredny here, he is in second place. It looks like they're bouncing off Tiberiux's. Those two were very, very close together. We saw some actual contact between the two ships. And here's Cats in the glaive, pushing real hard to get into that hopefully 4th place maybe? I don't know, man. It's a pretty slow ship you're flying, but it's a very fun ship you're flying. And Sanatoder is now taking 1st place away from Tiberioxus. So let's take a look at Sanatoder over in that silver Mustang again. Maybe this is just a nice racing ship. Here we go. He is swinging around and coming towards the general direction of the end of this first lap. And still out just in front of Sanatoder. And let's head over here. We'll take a look at these racers as they fly on through the start. Looks like Sanatoder coming on through first, followed by Tiberioxus. So Sanatoder with 1:02 and Tiberioxus with 1:06. Let's see if he can make up that 4-second gap. Looks like he's had a collision, definitely lost a wing there, the bottom left-hand side. That's going to change his flight a little bit, but the largest impact is definitely going to be the time lost in that contact that was made with whatever he crashed into. So we have our other racers coming through to the end of the first lap. We have Agent 556 with 1 minute 16 seconds, Cats with 1:21, Sredny 1:27, and then Kryonoc with 1:36.02. And good luck to Team Penta. There you go. Don Canile, 1977. There you go. Coming out with his favorite team there. And yeah, we do have a few different teams racing. We have Penta Racing. We have some representatives from Altama Energy. Well, no, we don't. We have a sponsorship from Altama Energy. We have representation from a couple of different teams, which I'll actually go over next time we take a look at the thing, the brackets. So we still have Sanatoder here in first, starting to come towards the end, the midsection of this third lap, it looks like. Kind of lost track of time there. So I believe that this is going to be the end of the third lap. It's going to be coming pretty close to the end of the race. What is the Silver Mustang? That is a good question. I honestly didn't know that it existed, but I suppose it's just in a recent update where they added in new skins for the Gamma, because this is the Mustang Gamma, just with an interesting new skin. Sanatoder is way out front. Let's see if we can find Tiberioxus. Looks like Tiberioxus is slowly gaining ground, it looks like, but having some trouble. And there is Sanatoder coming through for the victory. So Sanatoder, congratulations on that. And let's see who's going to be coming through next. It's like potentially there's somebody coming through this final ring. Who's it going to be? That is going to be Tiberioxus rotating through that final section. And do we have anyone else coming through? Here we go. Is someone else? Who's this going to be? That's nobody. That was just a fake opening. It was faking me up. But we have Cats potentially coming in third. Oh, here we go. There's Cats coming on through to the end. And that wonderful red glaive coming on through. So we have Sanatoder with 2:59.45, 3:13.07 for Tiberioxus. Cats, and there comes Sredny through. We have Cats with 3:35.53, Sredny with 3:44.99, and then our second to last is Agent 556, 3 minutes, 50 seconds, 39 milliseconds. Here's Kryonoc, and it's our last view, or this is Sredny for our last view, drifting and crashing into that building as he's lost control of his ship, because that is the end of the race. So, congratulations to our victors, Sanatoder and Tiberioxus. We're going to be swapping over to our bracket screen, where we will see the updates in just a moment. But that is okay. As an update, congratulations to our victors. We have Sanatoder coming in first place. Congratulations on your victory of $25 StarRacing gift card. And Sanatoder is representing the Penta Racing Group. So, of course, congratulations to Penta as well. We have a few different racers from that team represented today. Moving on to Tiberioxus, we have you winning your $10 StarRacing gift card. Hopefully that'll help you to push a little bit into a little bit of a higher quality ship, or upgrading one that you currently have, or maybe you're going to put that into a brand new ship, or maybe even just getting some UEC for when the game launches. There we go, and this is our collection for the high-speed bracket. We have, in our first round, we have Officer Rondog facing off against Agent 566, Rumjid. I am so not sure how to pronounce your name. I'm going to start saying Rumgood now because I've changed how I pronounce it, apparently. Jason Tarek. That's not the right name, this one. It is Leo, not Low. Leo 84 and Battle 811. We're going to be seeing. Alright, so we're going to have a little bit of delay as we try to get all of our Razors into this match, and I will talk a little bit about what we're going to be seeing over this next period of time. We'll be seeing 4 different quarterfinals. These quarterfinals are going to be taking place over the next period of time. We will go through all of them, and we're going to be seeing all of these races on the same map. Every race is going to be taking place on Defford Link. We're going to swap over to this live screen, and in this race, we're going to be seeing the M50, the 350R, and the Razor all facing off against each other. All 3 of these ships are very, very, very fast ships. Looks like we might have somebody stuck in the ground here. Oh no, that was just me. And of course, with these new Razor skins, we have the beautiful black Razor, the white Razor, the blue Razor, and someone just exploded. One reminder that I would like to make to all of our Razors: we're not going to be exploding at the beginning of matches. There we go, all of the Razors taken off. It looks like Agent 556 has taken the early lead. Officer Rondog fighting him hard for it. And we'll see if we can. Ooh, Officer Rondog unfortunately fought a little bit too hard, dropped all the way back to 5th. Now back into 6th, fighting with Rumge replacing. Let's go take a look at Leo, or not Leo, Agent 556, see how things are looking around Leo. We can't even see the next competitor behind. Maybe there is a little bit of a smudge there of Big Leo further back, but hopefully they'll be able to make up some time, and we'll see a nice close race here. These new Razors have not really quite been proven. They haven't participated in too many different races, the new skins. I know that they do handle somewhat differently than the typical Razor, the blue classic Razor. That tends to be the one that people say is the highest quality one. So it'll be very interesting to see how this one turns out. And let's go take a look back at Agent 556. It looks like they are going into that long spiraling curve all the way up the outside of this building, and then suddenly plummeting downwards and just barely missing that overpass. One thing about that overpass that you gotta watch out for is that is an area where you can. Oh, and there is Agent 556 losing some time, crashing into the bottom of that spire there, but still holding up in first. Let's swap over. Looks like Jason and Leo are very close behind, all within 2 seconds of each other. And where's Big Leo? Here's Big Leo taking back his rightful 2nd place. And we have Jason Tarek coming up right behind. Let's take a look at Jason Tarek in this M50, the red ship, those 2 high power engines right in the visible in the back there, just pumping out as much power as they possibly can to help them through this race. Agent 556 is really in control of this race, so we have placements of Big Leo with 1 minute 43 seconds on that first lap. Jason, 1 minute 42. Agent 556, oh no, exploding and dropping back in the ranks. That's all the way back to 4th, in behind Rumge, who has 1 minute 54 seconds, 47 milliseconds, and then Officer Rondog, 1 minute 57 seconds and 17 milliseconds. Looks like Officer Rondog might even be overtaking Agent 556 as well. They're fighting for 4th and 5th position. Battle 8111, unfortunately, collision right there, but made it through to the end of their first lap, and that is going to be 2 minutes 39 seconds 84 milliseconds. Let's take a look at Big Leo. Ooh, Big Leo coming in for a collision. Looks like Rumged and Jason Tarek are now fighting over first place, and this is going to be real close. Rumged in his M50, and Jason Tarek, what are you flying? Jason Tarek also in an M50, and trying to make up that time is one of the most dangerous things that you can be doing in one of these races. If you start to drop back and you feel like you are under pressure to push forward and catch up to your opponents, it might end up that you start taking some unnecessary risks. Let's get back over to Rumgood. coming through with the beginning of this lap. These are those hairpin turns that we were talking about. So all racers are going to have to make sure that they actually go through these rings. Otherwise, they may face disqualification if they just try to skirt along the edge, because that can cut off some time, but it's not quite the most honest way to race. And Rum here in first place. Where is Jason Tarek? Ooh, actually, Jason Tarek here in first place. Rum, I don't know what was going on there. Maybe they ran out of fuel and had to refuel or something like that. I don't know what could have happened there. He was going through that corner very, very slow. Agent 556 pushing their way back up into second place. Agent 556 is and Rumj, the two of them have probably done the most movement in this race, and there's what I'm talking about. As you start feeling the need to push yourself to catch up, there's a little bit of there's a growing risk that you're going to start making careless mistakes and start crashing into buildings. But Agent 556 was able to recover from that one pretty effectively, it looks like, and they're back on track. Didn't lose any placements from that little impact. Battle 8111. Looks like they're having a little bit of trouble with their Razor. They're just drifting around, and looks like they might be having a little bit of a difficult time navigating through these buildings. Let's see if we can take a look at the perspective of Katz. There we go. That's not what Katz is racing in right now. Come on. Let's go back to live so we can see this. That was Katz and his Glaive from the last race. Don't know why that was shown, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. Jason Tarek. Oh, Rumj. Looks like they got into a little bit of a collision as well, and it looks like the race is getting to the point where it's pretty close to over. Rumj and Big Leo are fighting over that third place in that last advancement slot. Where is Big Leo? Well, let's get over to the end screen here and see who's going to be coming in. I wish I could move this icon off to the side so we could actually take a look at the results. There we go. There is Rumj coming through at 3:50, 5 minutes 50 seconds. Officer Rondog at 5:52. So it looks like Rumj will be moving on along with Jason Tarek and Agent 556. So Jason Tarek, 5 minutes 8 seconds and 60 milliseconds. Agent 556, 5 minutes 23 seconds and 68 milliseconds. Rumj, of course, with 5:50. Officer Rondog 5:52, and then Big Leo with 6 minutes 2 seconds and 0 milliseconds. So that was a very nice race from our competitors. This was really well done. That was a very fun race to watch. I really enjoyed that one. A lot of conflict, a lot of touch and go, collisions with buildings all over the place. So you can really see how there's more opportunities to crash in this on this map, and we saw that happen throughout the race to all of our contestants. I don't think that anyone had a perfect race in that one, and we would be seeing some much lower times if we had seen a perfect race. So let's get on over to our, not this, that is the wrong button that I just pressed. Let's get on over to our brackets page. We're going to be seeing how this updates here. So we have Jason Tarek coming in first, moving on along with Agent 566 and Rumgid. And those are the three contestants who are going to be moving on to the semifinals. Looking forward to seeing that those racers fly again. Thank you very much to Officer Rondog, Big Leo, and Battle 811 for coming out to race. It was great to see you racing. Alright, so unfortunately we have a couple of racers who were unable to make it for this race. So we're going to be seeing Ersai Ivan, NFI Devar, and Zyros racing in this competition right now. And we'll just give it a moment until we are ready to go live, and then we'll be heading off one more time. Throw into chat, yeah, we have a couple of supporters for Devar cheering him on. Do we have any other representatives of any other of the racers? Who do you want to win? I think that maybe for our next time, we would like to... For this time, we wanted to get some betting going for the racers to see who people believe would be winning. I think that we'll do that for next time, and I'm probably going to ask for somebody else to be in control of that, because I can't do it. There's just too much stuff going on, so hopefully we'll be able to do that for the next tournament. And let's, there we go. We have our starting line, and we're going to be seeing these three racers taking off. It looks like we have a bunch of different M50s. We have Zyros taking the lead early on, followed by, we had Airside Ivan there in the Razor, and then we have NFI Devar, our sort of crowd favorite, it seems, here in the community watching. So here we go. Let's take a look at Airside Ivan now in that blue Razor. The wonderful original, the orange and blue is such a nice color scheme. I'm certainly a huge fan, along with that black and white highlighting. Definitely a very well-designed ship. So here we go, Zyros. It looks like they're only just ahead of Airside Ivan. This is going to be quite a close one. Let's take a look behind to see if we can... Well, we can't see Airside Ivan coming up behind, but we did see on Ivan's screen that there was not that much distance between them. And looks like Devar is also relatively close behind, but unfortunately dropping back very, very slowly behind the other racers. And here's Airside Ivan. Sorry, gotta grab some new hydration. And Zyros is already dropping down, heading back towards the start line. Let's pop over here to see where they come through. And here we go. There they are. Zyros with 1 minute 32 seconds. And then we should have Airside Ivan coming through pretty quick afterwards. Looks like maybe they got caught up on something, but here they come. Ooh, that is a very fast maneuver through there. And NFI Devar is going to be coming through pretty quite a ways back, but yeah, look at that lap time from Zyros. That is a dominating lead that Zyros has had. 1 minute 32 seconds, 64 milliseconds, followed by Airside Ivan by over 10 seconds, 1 minute 47 seconds and 6 milliseconds. And then there's Devar with 2:01:15, unfortunately getting caught up on a couple of different pieces of terrain. They're probably not going to be all that happy about that result there. These are some very, very commanding times, and yeah, Sredny, Zyros has a very, very impressive time here, and it's going to be tough for Airside Ivan to come and catch up to Zyros. He is way out in the lead, already coming into that second set of spirals, going all the way up to the top of the map, and then going to be plunging back down. Now, this is one of those portions of the map where it's really important that people keep in mind that they have to fly in between buildings. If you follow the circuitous route that this section of the map really does kind of imply that you're supposed to fly on, you'll lose so much time. So you really got to take that risk and push through the buildings. And it looks like we have, again, 1 minute 32 seconds, 64 milliseconds. From Zyros. I don't even know if that updated. That might have been the exact same time as his first lap. I wouldn't swear to it, but it was very, very close. Airside Ivan with 1 minute 31 seconds, so Airside Ivan is making up some time. Coming up real close behind Zyros. Where is Airside Ivan? There's Airside Ivan. And it looks like they might have gotten stuck a little bit there on the switchback turns. His second lap was slower. Alright, thank you, Sredny, for keeping me updated and doing my job better than I do. Right, of course, it only updates with best laps. Of course it does. I'm not smart. I knew that. Alright, so we have Airside Ivan coming through with 1 minute 31, so that is the top time of this, so maybe we can see some work from Airside Ivan, but it looks like this lead from Zyros is just so far out there. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to catch up to him. Thank you, Zork. I appreciate the assistance. That was just as we say in my family, that was a brain fart. That's just a thing that happens, and it's in the name. And here we go. Here is Zyros coming back through, and we're going to see them popping on through. There is we go. Zyros has won the race with 4 minutes 42 seconds. Airside Ivan is still coming up into second. Let's see if we can catch up to them. Where's Airside Ivan? There's Airside Ivan, and of course I pressed the wrong button, and we switch away from him. There's Airside Ivan. Looks like they might be coming through towards the end. We have 4 minutes, 42 seconds, 31 milliseconds. That is a commanding lead from Zyros. Here's Airside Ivan coming in with second with 5 minutes, 14 seconds, 57 milliseconds. And here we go, NFI Devar. How are you doing? Where are you on the map? NFI Devar. Coming through. Oh, this is Zyros. And come on, let's get the correct camera view. There we go. And there we go. NFI Devar is going to be spiraling up. Unfortunately, not going to make it through to the end of this race, but still a wonderful showing. Thank you very much for your... Oh, there you go. NFR Device giving us some fireworks for the end of the race here. Some real showmanship there to keep things interesting for our spectators. And there we go. There we have it. We are going to be seeing Zyros in first with 4 minutes, 42 seconds, 31 milliseconds. Airside Ivan, 5 minutes, 14 seconds, and unfortunately NFI Devar unable to finish that course. But that was just such a commanding lead by Zyros that many racers, even experienced racers, would have a hard time finishing that race. Alright, as these, unfortunately we had a lot of no-shows for that race, so we had Maticus, Rudnev, and Casper, but with Rudnev not showing up for that race, we're going to definitely see a brand new champion for our high-speed finals, and our semifinals are going to be completely different with these new racers who are going to be in here today. NFI Devar, because the top 3 racers do advance, it is exciting to know that Devar will be seen again in semifinals. They'll be moving on along with Jason Tarek, Agent 556, Rumgid, Airside Ivan, Devar, and Zyros. They'll all be moving on to the semifinals. So congratulations to all of those individuals. The first thing that you do is put a hit job on Trevor Basque. Hey, I would support you in that. Plus, then I could take his job. So hey, that'd be perfect. Next, we are expecting Zeus, Tiberiuxus, Ripper, Sanitoder, Andre86, and EZ1 to be facing off in our third matchup of our high-speed tournament. As we load in, we'll swap over to the proper scene so that we can see the beginning of the race jumping off the start line. And when we get over here, eventually, it'll happen, I swear. Come on. Come on. Okay, we won't see it. There we go. All of the racers coming off of the start line. A little bit late there, but that's okay. We have Sanitoder, Ripper, Zeus, EZ1, and Tiberiuxus. I think we might have lost a racer, unfortunately. So please speak up in chat if we lost a racer. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if there's much we can actually do about it, but please speak up so we can know to fix that for next time. Here's EZ1, unfortunately crashing into the edge of that ring, just nicking it and going flying. The explosion does help a little bit because that just means it's a little bit of a faster recovery than if you have to actually physically recover your ship. Tiberiuxus, this is second place from our earlier... No, that is open class. I'm thinking of a different race. Let's take a look at Sanitoder, coming in with another nice lead, really out front. There you go, Rumge is supporting Sanitoder, so you must be very happy to see this right now. Next we have Dark Ape, or Ripper. That is how we're calling them in our other screen with the brackets. So Ripper here, still in second place, just barely behind. You can see that little speck off in the distance of Sanitoder flying ahead, just passing through the rings about maybe 2 seconds before Ripper manages to make it through as well. Here you go, Zeus. Oh, Zeus and Dark Ape Ripper are fighting for that second and third place. Okay, unfortunately one of our racers had connection problems and had to drop out. I don't know how we're going to handle that or solve that, but unfortunately that's potentially them dropping out of the race entirely. Here's Zeus taking over second place from Ripper, so there is definitely some push and pull here on trying to get into the second position, but Sanatotor is looking like they have another commanding lead. Only up by about 5 seconds, but in racing that could easily extend massively, or it could shrink by a lot. In fact, in just a couple of seconds, we could have Tiberiaxis up in first from last. It's entirely possible. So we have Sanatotor right now that we're watching, deftly maneuvering around these buildings and managing to really give him the space that he needs to be able to maneuver effectively and efficiently around everything. Ripper has dropped back into 4th place here. Looks like they may have run into some problems, and let's take a look at Zeus. The crowd favorite looks like let's get back to Zeus. Crowd favorite from chat. Looks like they are maybe starting to catch up a little bit to Sanatotor. Who was that just exploded? I did not get an update on my... Oh, that was not a full explosion. That was just a collision. Looks like Tiberiaxis is really having some trouble here getting through these rings and avoiding obstacles. And there we go. There is Sanatotor coming on through. That was a really nice shot. And then Zeus is coming through in 2nd place, just a couple of seconds behind our leader and Sanatotor. I wonder if we'll be able to see. And Easy One, unfortunately, running into some problems and crashing into that building back there. Now let's take a look back at Zeus. Still in 2nd place. How are we doing against Dark Ape, though? Looks like Dark Ape or Ripper is starting to fall a little bit further back. Can't quite see anybody in front of them anymore. So let's go and take a look at Easy One. Actually, Easy One is just only barely behind Ripper, so maybe we can see some conflict there for 3rd and 4th place. Maybe we'll see Easy One overtaking Dark Ape. Let's take a look back at Tiberiaxis. Here in last place, unfortunately quite some ways back, only just making it through this ring that we just saw Easy One make it through. And there's, ooh, and colliding, just that little bit of a nick against a building can really throw you for a spin. But Easy One and Dark Ape, looks like they have swapped positions. Let's take a look at Easy One. Here, is there anybody that we can see behind you? And it looks like there is. Ripper just on Easy One's heels. And then Sanatotor coming through with the victory. And there's that bizarre reversal thing. And Sanatotor coming in first with 4 minutes, 24 seconds, 39 milliseconds. Looks like we have maybe Dark Ape coming through. Oh, there's Dark Ape and Easy One so close to one another. Just milliseconds between them. Dark Ape, Ripper with 4 minutes, 40 seconds, and 3 milliseconds. Easy One with 4 minutes, 40 seconds, and 43 milliseconds. And then Zeus, crowd favorite, 4 minutes, 43 seconds, and 94 milliseconds. Unfortunately, those top 3 are the ones that are going to be moving on to the next round, so sorry, Zeus. Unfortunately, we're just back from the ability to advance on, and Tiberiaxis bringing up the rear with 5 minutes, 5 seconds, and 20 seconds. An excellent showing. There was a lot of back and forth in that race. A lot of swapped positions, racers really pushing it to get up ahead. Looking forward to seeing these finals. That time difference between Easy One and Ripper is a very, very close one. And that was a really great shot that we got of them both coming across the finish line at just about the same time. That was some, like, promo material quality video right there. Alright, we are going to switch over to our brackets so we can update those and keep everybody updated on what everyone is looking like. So we have Sanatotor, 4 minutes, 24 seconds, 39 milliseconds. Ripper, 4 minutes, 40 seconds, and 3 milliseconds. Easy One with 4 minutes, 40 seconds, and 23 milliseconds. So in our high-speed semis, that means that we're going to be seeing Sanatotor, Ripper, and Easy One moving on. And soon we will have our complete complement of high-speed semi-finalists. And we will be seeing those individuals from DG Trucker, The Gent, Tuwok, Sredny, and Back to Tank Bill are going to be our competitors in our next races. Looks like we're starting in a moment. So yeah, we have, here's our list of racers. You can see I'm in the lobby, Katz is in the lobby. That's because both of us are organizers and we're helping to make sure that everything runs smoothly. So unfortunately, Katz is a little bit busy with management right now. To get back to Zoik's question, hopefully we will have functionalities like that later on. Hopefully we'll be able to do exactly what you're saying and really customize our races for us. And there we go. Here's the screen that we like to start on. I don't know why it's so hard to find it sometimes. It should just be like F4 3 times and then you're good. But it just doesn't work out like that. I'm currently in 6th place, which is very satisfying to me. And there are our racers heading off, and I'm still in 6th place, which is very impressive. Alright, here's the Gent. Looks like the Gent starting off in 3rd place. We're going to be pulling off and taking a look at Sredny, who is taking an early lead and fighting for it against Back to Tank Bill. These two are experienced racers who have definitely seen their share of races. Unfortunately, Back to Tank Bill just nicking into the edge of a building. And let's take another quick check on this to see if it's working. We have our view from Sredny right here. Unfortunately, it's just a little bit laggy. We're getting a slow signal through there, but it looks like they are having a great time there. The viewpoint of their cockpit. Let's get back over to live. And Sredny is going to be coming on through towards the large spiral all the way up this building. And looks like they have quite a commanding lead. The Gent is next behind them, the NFI Back to Tank Bill. Unfortunately, that collision that they experienced earlier on really did cost them some time. Where is the Gent? Unfortunately, they've also had a crash and exploded entirely, but they're still in 2nd place, so it didn't cost them too much except for just time. It's not like they've dropped back super far in the rankings. And Sredny coming through with his first lap at 1 minute 29 seconds, 21 milliseconds. Oh, was that from Rickard Memorial? It's a little bit very small for me, so I can't quite see, so I don't know why those are coming through as so incredibly delayed. Let's switch back to it again and see if it's still Rickard Memorial. I believe that's the correct one. Nope. Yes. Is that still Rickard Memorial? I can't tell. It's too small. Yeah, that's Rickard Memorial. Nope. Maybe it is. I don't know. Let's switch over back to live, and let's just stick on live, and let's get that thing working for our next race, or for our next tournament. But for now, we will be taking a look at where all these racers are, because I haven't been watching, because I've been trying to make that thing work. We have Sredny coming on down to this low... Oh, there we go. To this low corner and then all the way back up. Fun fact about about Defford Link. This was a great moment earlier on, 3 rings ago, where you used to have to... It used to be really effective to try to time yourself so you could explode there and refuel, because it was impossible to refuel without either stopping on the start line or exploding. However, there was no self-destruct, so you couldn't just control it whenever you wanted to. And here is Sredny coming on back. Luckily, we don't have to do that anymore. There's no strategic explosions going on here. Here's Sredny coming on through for the end of his 2nd lap. That's going to be a little bit slower, but still his best time is 1:29.21. Take a look at the Gent. Where's the Gent? Hanging out here. It looks like the Gent is heading through the long spiraling curve. It looks like we have a commanding lead from Sredny here. And, oh, Back to Tank Bill. Unfortunately, another impact and explosion. I should see it first person. I wish I could see it first person. Hopefully that will be added as a function later on. There's unfortunately no way for me to do that. So we have the Gent now. Unfortunately was fighting with Back to Tank Bill for the 2nd place position, but potentially has pulled ahead after Back to Tank Bill had that previous impact and explosion. Oh, that's an interesting maneuver to get around that corner. I wonder how that feels. Ooh. Maybe not the best, because maybe it causes a little bit of a loss of control. And here's Sredny already way back at the long spiral up this building. There is no one catching up to Sredny, so let's take a look over at Tuwok. And Tuwok is also heading in the general direction of the spiral, but unfortunately it's just a full lap back. has been lapped by Sredny. So let's take a look at NFI back to tank Bill. Are you catching up to the Gent, or are you having some trouble here? Looks like, yeah, no, maybe not quite catching up. Sort of close-ish to the Gent, but not good. Probably not going to be making that much of a making up that much time. Here we have Sredny with 4 minutes, 43 seconds, 51 milliseconds on that race. As a respectable time that was bringing him into first place, so he will be moving on. Then we have the Gent is our follower. Or no, Back-to-Tank Bill has taken over from the Gent, so how is Back-to-Tank Bill doing? All the way up this spiral. Marathos, yes, it does hurt. Those impacts are really time-consuming and just frustrating when you're trying to race. Here we go. Let's go and take a look at this as we have Back-to-Tank Bill flying on through with 5 minutes, 29 seconds, 12 milliseconds. And we have the Gent also coming in towards the end here, and it looks like this is going to be opening up in just a second for the Gent to fly through. And there we go. The Gent with 5 minutes, 47 seconds, 94 milliseconds, and our final racer is Tuwok. And here's Tuwok. Looks like they are coming around towards the... Unfortunately, I didn't see in time. So, there we go. There we have it. We have Sredny coming in first, NFI Back-to-Tank Bill, and the Gent going to be moving on to the next race. Tuwok, unfortunately, unable to finish the race this time. And our times were Sredny with 4 minutes, 43 seconds, NFI Back-to-Tank Bill with 5 minutes, 29, and the Gent with 5:47. So, very impressive results from our racers here. Hopefully they'll be able to reduce those times, though, to be able to catch up to our competitors for the semifinals, which is what we are going to be moving on to next. So we'll watch these names update as as it comes live. And now we have Back-to-Tank Bill really wanted to face off again, really hoping to face off against Devar. I hope. Hopefully we'll be seeing some good rivalries building up over the seasons as we continue hosting these races and getting more and more time on the track. It's fun watching the community develop and our racers get to know each other and really figure out who it is they desperately want to beat. And we're going to be getting live right now. And back over to our starting position. Yep, there we go. Here we have our beautiful opening view. That was weird, our view just shook a bunch. But we are seeing these M50s and Razors taken off the start line. There they all go. There we have Zyros heading off for an early start, so we'll see how this goes for the other racers. Let's take a look over at Zyros to start. There we go, and unfortunately NFI Devar has hit the edge and it looks like they might be falling back a little bit. Still out in front of Jason Tarek. Agent 556 and Jason Tarek both colliding with something, potentially each other, and losing their placement. NFI Devar still in fifth, so Agent 556 didn't actually lose his placement, but Airsly Ivan now colliding. There's a lot of explosions and collisions going on here. Maybe these racers are really pushing themselves a little bit harder than they normally would. Rumgood here in second place, trying to catch up to Zyros, but I don't know, with that time of Zyros, it's going to be pretty tough. And then here we have NFI Devar dropping into last place, unfortunately, but let's take a look at him as he's heading around this course. Drifting quite far on these corners. This is a problem that I face whenever I race, is just the endless drift and usually results in an explosion like that. Here we have Jason Tarek going to be coming in with our 5th place location, and they're not having as much of a problem with this drift as I do, and it seems like Devar tends to. Agent 556 has moved up in the rankings, and we already have Zyros with their completion of the first lap. There is Rumged and Agent 556 also coming through with 1 minute 32, 1 minute 39, and 1 minute 43 seconds. Let's take a look back at our current leader, Zyros. How far ahead are you? Ooh, Zyros died. Thank you very much, Cats, on the compliment on the music choice. I can't actually hear it, so I hope it's great. I'm glad to hear it. We have Agent 556. How are you doing? You are in third place still. It looks like there's not too much changing, but we have some activity up in first place. Rumge and Zyros. Oh man, that screen didn't even look like it changed. They are so close to each other. You can see Zyros right in front of Rumged's ship here. And they are really fighting tooth and nail over this positioning. They are passing within meters of one another. This is a really action-packed portion of the race here. It's unusual for two racers to be so close together right at the middle point here. And where is Zyros? I'm afraid to switch off this. Oh no, there's Rumged losing control a little bit. I think that Zyros actually passed so close that he affected the ability to control the ship here for Rumged. So here is Zyros hitting back into first and passing on through. How far back is Rumged? How much did that loss of control cost him? Looks like quite a bit. Here he is coming on through. There's Rumged passing through one more time. Ooh, and it looks like they even lost control in the start line there. Didn't actually make it all the way through very easily. So Zyros back well in the lead ahead of his competitors. And I don't know if Rumged is going to be able to catch up again, because that was quite some time that he lost on those two little maneuvers there, unfortunately. But he's certainly trying. These are some very risky maneuvers he's taken here. He's passing... He's maneuvering extremely close to these rings, and he's not really slowing down all that much at all. I agree, Earl Harewood. This is some motion sickness waiting to happen. Here's NFI Devar, who has moved into the last place, unfortunately. So NFI Devar, Jason Tarek giving us a great show of explosions here. Hurl into the cup. And here we go. Agent 556 is really fighting with Airside Ivan here. They're pretty close to each other, having a good fight over third and fourth place. Of course, that third place is very important because that will be advancing into our finals, whereas fourth will not. And let's take a look over here. How are we doing? There is the end of the races. Zyros comes through with 4 minutes 45 seconds. Rumged with 4 minutes 48 seconds. Very, very close results there at the end. And where is our next racer? Who is going to be coming in? Come on, Agent 556. There we go, there you are. And Airside Ivan, they're still so close to one another. They are neck and neck. Who is going to move on to the finals? There's really no way to tell. It looks like Agent 556 has just a slightly more commanding lead here. And here they are coming on through. We'll see who it is. And there we go. Oh, that was Airside Ivan just pushing past into third place. That was an unbelievably close finish. Airside Ivan with 5 minutes 22 and 36. Agent 556, 5:22 and 71. There is only 35 milliseconds between the two of them. Airside Ivan just pushing it at that last moment to get through and move on to the finals. So we are going to be seeing Zyros, Rumged, Airside Ivan moving on to the finals. Unfortunately, Agent 556 and Jason Tarek, sorry, you're not going to be making it through, but incredibly well done. And Devar, incredibly well done. Very impressive race from all of our contestants here today. And as we allow this race just to finish, I will head on over to our brackets page one more time. Absolutely back to tank, Bill. What an impressive finish from both of them. They were really just pushing each other to the limit and really pushing each other to bring out some of their best racing that I've seen so far in my time with Star Citizen. One really wonderful thing about being a spectator and commentator is that I really just get to see all the cool things happen, and even they might not have even known what was going on there to quite the same detail that we did because we were observing and watching it. It's such an impressive, very, very exciting race that we just had there. We have Zyros with 4 minutes, 45 seconds, and 13 milliseconds. Rumgit very close behind with 4 minutes, 48 seconds, and 94 milliseconds. Airside Ivan, 5 minutes, 22, 36. And then we have our group that are not moving on. Agent 556, 5:22.71, so close. And that was such an impressive fight. I really enjoyed watching that back and forth between Agent and Ivan. And we have Jason Tarek also very close in behind. Really did manage to make up some time over the last bit of that race. They were far behind early on. So some very skillful flying coming out from Jason Tarek with 5 minutes, 25 seconds, 57 milliseconds. And then we have Devar, who unfortunately was unable to finish, but was very, very entertaining to watch. Thank you very much to all of our contestants in that race. Next, we're going to be seeing Sanatoder, Ripper, Easy One, Sredny, Back to Tank Bill, and The Gent moving on to our semifinals. So I'm glad to have all of you with us. This is a very, very exciting time, and I'm having a great time. I hope that all of you are too. Here we are, searching for a match, loading in, and we're going to get this race underway in just a couple of seconds. So it's going to be Cyros, it's going to be Sanatoder, Rumgood, The Gent, Easy One, or Ripper. Who really knows? Nobody knows. We're going to find out shortly in about 5 short minutes. Oh, shoot, that was the screen that I wanted. This is the screen that I wanted. Great. Maybe I just start switching screens too early other times. And there we go, all of our racers heading off. It looks like we have a field full of just razors today. So we're going to be seeing, if we press the right button, Sanatoder taking an early lead in his, none of these are razors. These are all M50s. What am I talking about? We got Back to Tank Bill, unfortunately exploding along with Easy One. But we have Back to Tank Bill fans in the crowd. So he's in 6th place currently. Ooh, that was a real close maneuver. Wonder how that did for Ripper and Sanatoder. Neither of them are losing control due to that, but it's very, very close. So we have... Let's take a look at Dark Ape's perspective. Ooh, and it looks like they did just collide with each other a little bit. Dark Ape taking the worst of that. And did Sanatoder lose control? No, Sanatoder's doing just fine. Looks like Sanatoder's going to definitely take... Same thing, just in red. Yeah, whatever. Oh yeah, colliding at the start is real rough. That is a really good way to end up way at the back of the field. So, unfortunately, that does happen though. We still have Ripper pushing along in 2nd place, even with that collision that he had earlier. So here is Dark Ape, Ripper, making up some time on Sanatoder. Really pushing to get on through. And here we go. We have, ooh, great shot there of Sanatoder passing through with 1 minute 29 seconds. Who is next behind him? There we go. We have Ripper. And followed by Easy One. So we have a lot of contestants pretty close together. And then it looks like here's Sredny coming on through in 4th place. Who are we going to have moving on? And then NFI Back to Tank Bill. So we got a really nice crowd of people. And The Gent, everybody's made it through their first lap. And we'll see how, because anything could change. Anybody is still has potential in this race right now. Why have we lost control over our video? There we go, now we have control. Looks like Sredny is racing hard against Back to Tank Bill, trying to overtake him. It looks like they might have done it. Yeah, there you go, Sredny back in 4th place, Back to Tank Bill in 5th. And they're just trading back and forth. The Gent now moving up into 5th, Back to Tank Bill dropping into last place. So let's take a look over at Ripper, who is in 2nd place. How far ahead is Sanatoder? Let's find out by switching over to look at them. Sanatoder taking an interesting course around those buildings. Maybe lost control a little bit. Ooh, and Sanatoder crashing into the ring. That's going to cost them some time, but unfortunately they did manage to trigger the ring so that they made it on through there. Easy One moving into second place. There's a lot of movement in this race, and once again, let's watch our racers. There's Sanatoda coming through in first. Second, we have Easy One. How far back are they? Sanatoda with 1 minute 29 seconds. Easy One with 1 minute 39 seconds. There we go. Easy One really making up some time. 1 minute 39 down to 31 seconds on this lap. Take a look over at Sredny as he comes through to the end of his second lap. Yes, second lap. So everybody is getting close to or is on their third and final lap of this race. Let's take a look over at Sanatoda, who is our current leader. 129 is the best lap, and that is the best lap in this race. And it looks like they are potentially just making better time on this one. There's always a crash on the first gate of Defford. That seems to be the case, absolutely. There you go, Sanatoda. And how far back is Ripper? Looks like they are, unfortunately, quite some ways back. So it looks like Sanatoda is way out in the lead. I don't know if there's anyone who's going to be able to catch up to Sanatoda. And here they come all the way through. Did I miss them? Nope. Here they are coming through towards the end. Looks like, why is this iris opening and shutting and faking me out? There is Sanatoda coming through in first place with 4 minutes 26 seconds and 12 milliseconds. Let's take a look over at Ripper. Here you go. He's going to be coming in second unless Easy One is hot on his heels, but unfortunately I cannot see Easy One back there, so it looks like we are going to be having Ripper coming on through. There we go, Ripper. And let's swap over to Easy One coming through for third place here. Excellent showing from Easy One. Sanatoda exploding, giving us some nice fireworks for his victory. Celebration, really. So we have Sanatoda 4:26.12, Dark Ape 4:47.99, followed by Easy One 4:53.21. So congratulations to those three who are all going to be advancing through to our final. And then we have Sredny, our first non-qualifying. Unfortunately, excellent showing, Sredny. You were only 3 seconds behind there with 4 minutes 56 seconds and 51 milliseconds. And then back to Tank Bill at 5:13. Let's take a look over at the Gent as they come on through towards the top of this giant spiral. And they may make it through to the end of this race. Or maybe not. Again, giving us some very, very nice fireworks for us to just enjoy. So there we go. There we have it. Sanatoda heading on through to the finals. So that means that we have our complete cast for the final here. So let's switch over to our bracket screen. I will take a look at our brackets as well. We are going to be seeing a race from, in chronological order, Sanatoda, then Zyros, then Ripper, Rumgood, Easy One, and Airsai Ivan. We're going to be seeing all 6 of them heading on through. Unfortunately, the Gent was unable to finish that previous race, but you were super, super close. So before our next race, we have a small little piece that we would like to say. We would like to say thank you to one of our sponsors in particular. We're going to mention all of our sponsors at the end of the broadcast. One of our sponsors has kindly donated the second place prize, sorry, I cannot speak right now. The second place prize, the $25 Star Citizen gift card. So this sponsor is Deutsche Space Cargo. Thank you very much for donating the $25 Star Citizen gift card for our second place finalist in these high-speed finals. So we're going to take a look at a little bit of a message from them, and we will be right back into, and probably directly into, the final race here. Muted. I was muted, that's okay. And thank you very much for that word from Deutsche Space Cargo. And we're going to be getting into this race in just a moment after I press the correct buttons, which is this button. There we go. Alright. And we're getting into our final here for the $50 Star Citizen gift card and the $25 Star Citizen gift card for first and second, and we will see this very, very shortly. And here we go. We are live with our final. We're going to be seeing this race between Sanitotor, Zyros, Airsai Ivan, Rumgid, Dark Ape, and EZ1. Who is going to be walking away with that $50 Star Citizen gift card? Who's going to be walking away with first place, the bragging rights, the victory? And there they all go. There are our racers. We have a nice Razor mixed in there. And unfortunately, there's Cats and Ripper with an immediate explosion off the start line. So hopefully they can recover from that. That's got to hurt them a lot. We have Rumgid picking up the pace into fourth now. Wait, Cats didn't die. Cats is observing. Somebody else died. Airsai Ivan, unfortunately. So Airsai Ivan and Dark Ape are the ones who collided. But we have Sanitotor immediately taking off into that early lead. Let's take a look over at his perspective. We have Sanitotor right here. And really just pushing it hard, really going through all of these turns as quickly as possible. Looks like they're taking they're taking some risks here. They're really cutting close into these corners. So we'll see if that turns out well for them, or if they over-adjust or under-adjust potentially and end up in a collision. And we have EZ1 bringing up the second place. Where is EZ1? Here you are. And they're also heading on into that large spiral. Are they? Yeah, up to the top of the building. I turn my head to see what is up on the screen because that's just what I do. Anyway, they are heading on down, and it looks like we're going to be having people coming through to the end of this first lap pretty soon. So let's watch. It looks like it's going to be Sanitotor coming on through. There we go. There's Sanitotor passing on first. EZ1, ooh, right behind. That's only a few seconds behind. That's less than, or just over 3 seconds behind for Sanitotor and EZ1. Here comes Rum through to the start line as well. He's going to be just dropping into fifth, right behind Airsai Ivan, who just overtook him right at the end of that lap. Let's see if we can get on over to the current leader here at Sanitotor. And how is Sanitotor doing? It looks like we'll probably be able to see just behind him, about 3 seconds back, the form of EZ1 flying along right behind him. But you know what? I can't actually see it, so we got quite a commanding lead here from Sanitotor. Do we think that we might have a repeat victor? We might have the same winner on both tournaments, which would be a first for our tournament, and very, very interesting to see. So we still have EZ1. Ooh, there's Sanitotor over, just taking that corner a little bit wide and giving an opportunity for those behind him. Maybe EZ1 can... Ooh, EZ1 did take advantage of that and is really pushing and giving Sanitotor a run for their money just behind them right here. And in fact, there goes EZ1. Ooh, I thought they just passed them, but I guess that was just my perspective being weird. And oh, unfortunately, EZ1 pushing themselves too far, and turns out that they just couldn't make it through. Let's watch as Sanitotor passes through the start line again, and unfortunately, EZ1 is quite some ways behind now. Looks like about 5 to 10 seconds behind. That is too bad. So it looks like Sanitotor is probably going to be pushing up, and it looks like they might even be increasing their lead. They are already through all the switchbacks and heading up into the main portion of this track. The long winding turns and long drop down to the lower portion of the map. Here's Airsai Ivan in that beautiful blue Razor. Unfortunately, having dropped back to last place. Who else do we have? We have Rumgid. Rumgid is in fifth here, and it looks like they are really trying to pick up the pace, but these maneuvers, maybe Rumgid is having a little bit of trouble controlling maneuvers, look a little bit sluggish for what they normally put out. We have Zyros here in fourth place. and then Ripper here in third. And how are we doing for leaders? We have Sanatoder and Easy One still quite close to one another. Here's Sanatoder dropping down and heading back towards the start line. We're going to switch over to that view and see them come on through. And what time are they going to be coming through at? Looks like they're coming through at 4 minutes, 23 seconds, 2 milliseconds. Right afterwards, we have Easy One popping through at 4 minutes, 29 seconds, and 63 milliseconds. Where is Ripper? Is Ripper coming up next? There we go. Ripper is going to be coming on through right here with 4 minutes, 38 seconds, and 19 milliseconds, followed by Zyros, 4:41.32. And looks like we have Rumgood and Airsai Ivan to wait on. And here's Rumgood coming on through 4 minutes, 50 seconds, 53 milliseconds. And that is going to be ending our race. Congratulations to our victors. Sanatoder, well done on that first place finish. Congratulations on your victory. Easy One, extremely well raced. Unfortunately, that one crash just after you caught up to Sanatoder, it seems like that may have pushed you back a little bit in the ranking, but definitely congratulations on that second place win. Airsai Ivan coming in with 5 minutes, 12 seconds, and 69 milliseconds. So it was a very, very heavy field of M50s that we had today. We had 5 turning out for this race, and 5 of them coming in first. So it looks like if we didn't have proof before, maybe the M50 is the dominant ship right now on this field of racers. But congratulations to everybody participating. We're going to pop on over to our bracket screen once again. If I can remember the button. Did I just press the wrong thing? Nope. There we go. So we are heading back over to here. We have Sanatoder with 4 minutes, 23 seconds, and 2 milliseconds. Easy One with 4 minutes, 29 seconds, and 63 milliseconds. And our other, so those are 2 victors. First and second place are the winners who earned something, but of course, congratulations and well done to all of our other participants. Ripper, Dark Ape, yes, absolutely. So we will be doing a post-game interview just after I head through these numbers, and it would be great to get that set up. So we have Dark Ape with 4 minutes, 37 seconds, and 86 milliseconds. Zyros, 4:41.32. Rumged, 4:50.53. And Airsai Ivan, 5:12.69. So please hang out for a couple of minutes longer. That is the end of our racing day, but we still have an interview with the victor here that we can get started on. And I am going to pop this up, pop that up, and where is the other thing? There we go. Let's pop out of this because we don't need that anymore. Hello, Sanatoder. Hold on a second. I need to make it so that you can be heard by the audience. There we go. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Excellent. So, Sanatoder, how do you feel after that race?
How should I feel? Glad.
You feel glad?
The first time I did a tournament, whatever.
Oh wow! So that was your first tournament. So that was your first time entering a tournament?
Yes.
Maybe? Wow. Well,
the acoustics is a little bit bad. Much reverb on here.
All right. Hold on a second. I forgot to switch one button here. So there we go. There's our interview screen. So now I can see you over here. So yeah, Sanatoder, congratulations on your victories. That is awesome. I can't believe that that was your first time entering into a competition. That you had a very, very good showing there, and I hope to see more from you in the future.
I try to. I'm a little bit older, and it's much exciting for me. Too much sometimes. I'm really nervous.
Yeah,
these things.
The nerves really can affect how you control your ship and how you're able to just pilot it. But you seemed to dominate that feeling of nervousness pretty well. Maybe even using it for adrenaline or something.
I flew on safety first.
Good.
Yeah, I can do a little bit faster, but it was wasn't in the races. It wasn't nötig used.
So you can go even faster than you just went, and well, I'm looking forward to seeing more showings from you in future tournaments. So what is it about racing in Star Citizen that you like? What do you like about how they do racing in Star Citizen?
The competition. It's purely the competition to try to be better than other people, to try to be the best. It's a competition. I'm a competition type, but not in tournaments. I'm the type for leaderboards. In every game, I try it to be good in the leaderboards. But tournaments, live events, not so much my thing.
Tournaments and live events are not so much your thing? Well, then turns out that maybe they are.
Maybe that's church now, yes.
All right. Well, thank you very, very much. Again, congratulations on your victory. Is there anything that you would like to leave our audience with as a last note before you head off?
Oh, I should have thought about it.
Oh, that's okay.
Nothing special, but have fun with racing, and I see you in the verse.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Sanatoder. That is awesome. Great to hear from you, and we're going to switch back on over to... What's the screen we're going to switch to? Hold on. Oh, God, I've lost track of everything. There we go. Excellent. So thank you very much to all of our participants. Thank you for taking part in this, making it possible. All of our racers did an excellent, oh God, I pressed the wrong button. All of our racers did an excellent job today, and it was such an interesting, there was so much touch and go, even some actual collisions between pilots, which is unusual. I don't often see collisions where two people crash into each other unless it's right off the start line. We saw that a couple of times halfway through the tournament. So before we sign off, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of the staff and supporting individuals we have here at Star Racing TV. This would not be possible without the huge number of people that we have. Well, actually, the quite small number of people we have doing really good work and making this possible. It's very impressive the amount of stuff that gets done by the small number of people that we do have access to, which is great. So, before we sign off, I just want to say thank you to our sponsors. Thank you very much to the Penta Racing Team. Thank you to Altama Energy, Deutsche Space Cargo, of course. And, of course, thank you again to Sredme for redonating your previous winnings. So thank you very much to all of our sponsors. And if you would like to get into Star Racing tournaments, if you would like to help sponsor us in the future, you or your individuals or your organization, feel free to get into our Discord. You can find the link down below to get into that. Make sure you're in there. We will keep you updated on future tournaments, and if you're interested in getting in touch with us, you can do that there, and that's an excellent place to just keep up to date and talk about things. I also want to thank chat. Without everybody who was here observing and watching, it would be an impossible thing to do, so thank you so much for tuning in. I have been PerCapita. I'm going to swap over to our cool video intro as our last outro. Congratulations to all our winners. See you next time. Enjoy the races. Bye.